Welcome to this Sunday's Gospel Reflection. Well, what do you do when something remarkable happens in your life? The birth of a child, marriage, a birthday, graduation, moving into a new house. You throw a party. But why is it that at every party we have to eat, drink, talk, sing, and dance? Can't we just talk and enjoy each other's company? Is it not enough to just rejoice in being together? You see, when God created the first human, He said, "It is not good for man to be alone." He did not say, "Go and eat and drink." But why? Why? Reminds me of the young married couple who were madly in love. It was still a time when women stayed at home and men went out to work. They constantly thought of each other, craved to be in the arms of one another, and the wife spent the whole day looking at their wedding photo album, daydreaming about her magnificent young husband, and just counting the hours till he gets back home after work. And she would run to the door when he returned in the evening to hug and kiss him. But there inevitably came the moment when the poor husband would ask her if she had prepared anything for supper. And just as inevitably came her answer, I was constantly lost in thinking of you all day long and counting the hours till you return. I did not have time to cook." And this went on day after day. The young husband, just as madly in love with his lovely young wife, would also sit at his desk at work, daydreaming about her all day long, and he did absolutely nothing at all. His work just remained undone. It did not take very long for the man to end up frustrated and hungry at home, while at work his boss got even more angry and frustrated at him. The starving husband was fired, but worse still, he was starving. He could not survive another day on just the daydreams and sweet affection of his lovely wife. How long do you think that marriage survived? However real the joy of being in love may be, we need to eat so that we can live. Love is not an airy fairy romantic flight of fancy. Love needs to be translated into hard facts because we are also a body and not just a spirit. To live closely with someone, you need to touch, to feel, to kiss, to hug the person that you love. Because love needs to become flesh and blood. Flesh and spirit, they need to go hand in hand. To be real, love has to be concrete, flesh and blood, real actions. Jesus, like that couple in love, also dreamt a lot. And his dream was one, that they may all be one as I in you and you in me. But Jesus knew that this union and communion cannot be just a romantic feeling. It is not just a daydream, an emotion or desire. It needs to become a real, down to earth, tangible reality. And this is what we are celebrating today, the feast of Corpus Christi, the body of Christ. In Jesus, God's love was made flesh and blood. Take and eat. This is my body. Take and drink. This is my blood. So this is what we repeat and celebrate in every Mass. This is not just some miraculous magic that turns the bread, the wine into the body and blood of Christ. It is the miracle, yes, but the miracle that happens in our day-to-day life, in us and around us, when God's love for us and our love for God is translated into real life-giving actions. Let us just open our eyes to the miracles we experience in our everyday life when our love transforms the bread, the wine, the tomatoes, the potatoes into a real and meaningful love through Jesus. Just contemplate for a moment a mother contentedly breastfeeding her baby. The love for her child transforms her own flesh and blood into food and drink for that child. The father's work, his sweat, his dedication become a source of life for both mother and child. This is the miracle we are celebrating today. See so many people working and sweating to make life possible for their loved ones, for us. Doctors, nurses, workers, road builders, cleaners, garbage collectors, millions of people who are working for us in remote, harsh, and impossible conditions so that we and others we can have life. With Christ today, we celebrate all that love that is being transformed into the body of Christ through so much sacrifice, sweat, hard work, that others may live. This is the Eucharist. This is the body and blood of Christ. This is the entire world, which is consecrated on the altar with every Mass we celebrate. Let us rejoice today in this marvelous yet simple way that Jesus chose to give himself to us fully through the few words and gestures we exchange during Mass. But let us not forget that no ritual, no celebration have any real meaning if we do not live out in our day-to-day life what we believe is happening during Mass. Let us allow Jesus to transform our own flesh and blood, our own bodies, our strengths and weaknesses into pure gifts of love. Believing in the real presence of Jesus in the Eucharist is accepting to become daily, like Him, bread of life and cup of joy for those around us. And for this to happen, we too need to join Jesus so that with Him we shall have enough love to keep saying to everyone we meet, take and eat, this is my body. Take and drink, this is my blood. As Mother Teresa used to put it, to love until it hurts. The Eucharist is not just the real presence of Jesus on the altar. It is not just a pleasure party, another party where we eat and drink, but a party feast of true love that really hurts, but that gives real life to our daily life. Thank you and God bless you.